Hi, this is Gary Gonsalves and Vikas Jain from Broca Consultancy Services, joining you for part two of our five-part webinar series. We use bespoke IT solutions to reimagine the way work is actioned. In part one, we discussed the economic and social aspect of the environment businesses currently operate in and provided some solutions. Here at Broca, we believe there are four elements that are critical to businesses and can help them with superior profitability. They are your people, your process, your product, and platform. When these work in harmony, businesses can achieve superior profitability. Why do this? You need to enable your people, you need to optimize your processes, you need to improve your speed of delivery, product or service, and build your platforms for scalability. Today, we're going to focus on the people aspect and apply a technology lens as well. So, in 1997, McKinsey had coined the term war on talent. This is when talent is not readily available and it is hard to attract and retain top talent. Post pandemic, this has become quite acute. In August, 4.3 million people in America quit their jobs voluntarily. Now, this is not to a particular geography location as well. In Australia, research conducted by Employment Hero stated that 48% of workers are seeking new employment, and potentially 42% are even willing to travel for a new job. Now, Dr. Jared Haar from AUT in New Zealand says New Zealand is going to face similar problems, and organizations need to prepare to attract and retain top talent. In fact, very interestingly, a research by Infrastructure Australia, a report by Infrastructure Australia just released, highlighted that by mid 2023, there's going to be a shortfall of 105,000 jobs. One in three jobs will be unfulfilled. That is going to be hard to attract and retain top talent. Okay. Now, interestingly, McKinsey has released some research, and this is in line with what's happening, the great resignation or the big quit, as they're calling it. What employees value is very different to what employers think is important, right? Hybrid environments are here to stay. There is going to be a dispersed workforce asking for flexibility. Now, let us see how technology can assist in getting potentially overcoming the great resignation. So, because how can technology benefit organizations?
Thanks, Gary. Since our focus is people, people are assets of the organization. There's no two ways about it. And great resignation, which has actually stemmed from this big disconnect that McKinsey has talked about
Mhm.
in their report, that employee and employers value different things differently. As an employee views potential for achievement more than employers, while both rate work-life balance equally high. So, in hybrid work environment, how can we make sure people feel connected, supported, and able to bring very best to their workplace? We have to stop thinking about work as a place and start thinking about how to maintain the culture and connect employees and harness ingenuity. With Microsoft Viva as a technology, if it is implemented within the organization, you can create a new kind of experience designed for digital era. You can prepare for it now. With Viva Connection, leaders can connect with employees through town halls or provide resources to a specific role. You can actually customize to a unit of one.
Mhm.
It's so powerful. So it is time to reevaluate your spend and the approach on technology
Mhm.
for hybrid work environment. And Gary, you also mentioned the change in personal circumstances, and people are reevaluating their choices. And if these are left unaddressed, it will lead to burnout and trust will be eroded further. And what it does, it affects people's perception of chances for advancement within the organization. This is where intelligent automation comes in. The tools we have available with AI, machine learning, and RPA, robotic process automation, which can help employees start thinking about transitioning roles now, because there is urgency about it. Create an environment for employees to upskill and become citizen developers. By the way, a citizen developer is a business unit staff member who can actually create automation by themselves without using normal IT department. So, based on Gartner's report, again by 2023, the number of active citizen developers will outgrow the normal professional developers by at least 4 times. Another point to consider from technology point of view in this people aspect is technology can be used to make change faster and make organizations agile. Tools that help with digital adoption can roll out new processes fast across the enterprise and across geographical locations. Now, you do not necessarily have to have classroom sessions. You can standardize and control the process from one central location. That way you save cost and time and roll out fast. In summary, I would say employees are assets. Use technology to support them and enable them to stay connected with organization's purpose. Use technology to make them feel valued and purposeful. Use technology to increase the delivery speed to reduce work stress and avoid burnout, and stay on top of great resignation. Thanks,
Awesome,
Gray.
awesome. Hey, thanks, Vikas. It's really good to know that technology can actually help with avoiding burnout. I like that. I mean, I'm sure workload has increased, and things like RPA, automation, digital adoption is really, really helpful. So here at Broca, we've developed a framework to assess your people, process, product, and platform. And today we'll talk about just the questions related to people. So we basically created 5 questions, not going to read out all of them. We'll share the framework at the end of our webinar, 5-part webinar. And each team member can then give a score to that question. And basically, what will happen is you will get a score and then you'll get a chart and it will identify the gap where technology can assist. So, this is what we would like to do at Broca to help organizations with these 4 elements so that they can prepare for the future of work. Thanks for listening. Have a great day and see you guys next week. Cheers. Bye bye.
Thank you very much.